For the first time in the history of South Africa post-apartheid, the ANC is going into the elections. This time around, they are very scared. This time around, the prospects of winning are very slim. So we are going to unpack the reason why ANC is taking the MK party to court. And we are also going to assist you to understand why the ANC is taking the MK party to court. The bone of contentions, or rather what the ANC is challenging the Electoral Court wants the IEC to declare the registration of the Umkhonto weSizwe unlawful. According to the argument that has been put forward by the ANC is fighting this case on the basis that the politics of ownership of heritage, they belong to ANC because MK, it is the heritage of the ANC. On the other hand, the MK, which have former President Jacob Zuma, they are arguing that historical heritage of any relationships, if there are two parties involved, when those parties decide to go their separate ways, each party member has a right to walk away with some of the historical heritage that was acquired during the time when they were together. The MK is relying on the fact that if you are in a marriage and you get divorced, there are some historical achievements that have been achieved while both parties were in that marriage. And it will be unfair when there is a divorce for one party to just walk away without taking anything away from the marriage. That is the argument of the MK. The MK is saying that Jacob Zuma was instrumental in forming MK. And now, as he is divorcing the ANC, he is taking some of the assets. Let's listen to the General Secretary of the African National Congress trying to explain and give reasons as to why the ANC have taken a decision to take MK to court. Because MK is a thorn in the flesh for the African National Congress. So they are doing all in their power to derail the plans of the MK. Well, it is also the decision of the courts to come to a right conclusion. Let's listen to the General Secretary of the African National Congress.
We took a decision as the National Executive Committee to challenge the formation of a party called Umkhonto weSizwe by Jacob Zuma.
Let's listen to Jacob Zuma, the president of the Umkhonto weSizwe, so that he can give us insight in terms of how the Umkhonto weSizwe was formed.
Our leader Mandela had been the one pushing this discussion. He should then go and establish this organization. The ANC will remain an organization of the non-whites. Now that was done so that there should be a distinction between these two organizations, so that when either soldiers are found or whatever, or freedom fighters, they should know they belong to an organization which was a secret organization, not the ANC. And if you were an ANC member, but you did not join Umkhonto, it did not make it automatic that you are now Umkhonto. No, you remain the ANC. If you are Umkhonto without joining the ANC, you are not necessarily ANC, you are Umkhonto weSizwe.
terms of predicting the outcome of this case between the ANC and the Umkhonto weSizwe, I would say that based on the precedence that was set by the Cope case, which that case was based on political heritage argument, the ANC lost that case. On the basis of that precedence of the Cope case, it is my belief that the ANC is simply wasting their time this time around and they will lose the case. MK will win this case.